I'm Chris Moyer, the Senior Director of Content and Research at Zprime. We are thrilled to be in San Antonio, sharing the vision for what it means to look forward as a city, to look forward as a community, to think beyond just technology, to think beyond the constraints of what it is to be a smart city, to think about what it means to serve the community. And that's what I think really is embodied by Paula and CPS and all of the folks that are here from the city of San Antonio. And that's why at Zprime we're thrilled to be here. And I'm thrilled to share the stage with my colleague, Aaron Hardick, who's doing some great tweeting and social media and moderating as well. So Aaron, what makes a city special, and what makes that city forward-looking and into the future, and a really great place to live?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you all for coming. This is my third event or so, getting into the hang of being an MC, but understanding, more importantly, how people bring different perspectives to conversations. And so I'm really looking forward to this event because we have so many different people from so many different industries interested in solving some of the same challenges. So what I'm looking forward to in the next 2 days is watching people listen and try to understand each other and trying to move forward with some of these common goals that we all see right in front of us but are really trying to get to. So that's what I'm excited about for this event, these next 2 days. I actually had no idea that San Antonio was the 7th largest city in the United States. I am born and raised a Texan. I live in Dallas, and I just thought that we were bigger up there. But so I have already learned something. So I just encourage everybody in the audience to try to learn as much as you can and talk to different people to get those different perspectives on some of the things that we're going to be talking about in the next few days.
Why don't you share with us how people can connect that message of learning and listening through social media and expand that vision to the world?
So I have to plug the social media or I'm going to get in trouble.
No.
We'll be using the hashtag COF. You can follow both Zprime and CPS Energy on Twitter throughout the event to continue to get updates and use COF to engage with us. But more importantly, everybody's not going to be able to make every session. Use social media to try to engage in other ways if you're not going to be able to physically be present. Use social media to try to understand where other conversations are going, what other people are interested in doing. And really, I think one of the best things that social media does is it allows you to condense your thoughts and key takeaways, key ideas that you're hearing to help people who aren't here kind of get a high-level understanding of what exactly it is we are talking about.
So true, Erin, and I put her on the spot because she's so excellent at social media, and so thank you for sharing that. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. We've got a lot of great sessions today. We've got some tours today. We're so grateful to be down in San Antonio. The Zprime team we're all around, so if you have questions, if you need anything, please pull us aside, ask us questions. If you need to use the restroom, they're out the back door to everybody's right, my left, and then down the stairs. I know that's an important thing. But again, from all of us at Zprime, we're grateful that you've either made the trip down this morning and over the next couple of days. We look forward to a great conference, talking about great ideas, listening to each other, and sharing that vision for what it means to create an accessible, forward-looking community. Thank you so much. So our first video today is actually, I think, something that is so prescient and so important. It talks about the water and energy nexus. This is a video that Itron put together. And when you're thinking about how to create a vibrant, connected community, water and energy is at the heart and the foundation of that. And so I'd like to turn your attention back to the video screen, and we've got a great short video called Thirst for Power from Itron. Thank you so much.
There's a proverb in the American West, which is whiskey's for drinking and water's for fighting over. Because who gets access to the water has access to wealth and power.
I'm Michael Weber.
And I study energy and water. I decided to write a book called Thirst for Power. Energy and water are the two most important parts of society. And I thought it was time for me to share some of those findings with the rest of the world. Water has been key to life and civilization for thousands of years. In the modern world, we use water to make energy. And then we use energy to get access to water. They're interconnected. The bad news is, if we have a shortage of one, then we might have a shortage of the other, and this becomes very difficult for society.
I think there's pretty good evidence that civilizations have suffered and sometimes collapsed and disappeared because of lack of water.
We're sitting in the middle of Los Angeles. 90% of all of the water that enters the city actually originated hundreds of miles away.
If you look all up and down the energy supply chain, water is at every critical step. That means if the water is not available the way you want it to be, the energy system is vulnerable.
That can mean having to shut down a lot of power plants in a very peak period because there simply is not the water to run them. There is no backup plan. You're done.
Sometimes the power system is vulnerable to a natural disaster, and sometimes the power system causes disaster. In Hawaii, they have lava flows. In Texas, we have tornadoes. In California, they have to worry about earthquakes. It's a major risk to the system.
Hopefully, the big earthquake that comes, and it's coming, will be disruptive for a relatively short period of time.
Over time, we learned ways to use water more efficiently, but we're going to be forced to go further.
We've learned the importance of energy and water to our civilization. I don't think we've learned the importance of managing them wisely. And I'm afraid because we're not paying attention, we'll make bad decisions and be stuck with those decisions for decades or centuries. I really want us to get it right.